What are the most awkward situations you can find yourself in? And how do you describe them in English?
Today on the podcast, we thought it would be fun to put together a little ranking, from mildly awkward to full-on, ground-swallowing, legendary embarrassment.
Exactly. Welcome to New English Podcast. For those of you who don't know, awkward is that uncomfortable feeling when a situation just feels off. Wrong place, wrong moment, wrong everything. Right, Joy?
Yes, correct. That feeling where you don't know where to look or what to do with your hands. Okay, number 1. You're walking down the street. You see someone you know. You wave, big smile, full commitment.
Oh no.
They don't wave back. They were waving at someone behind you.
The phantom wave. And now you have to do something with your hand. So you just run it through your hair, like that was the plan all along.
Oh my God, yes. I played it cool. That's the expression, friends. To play it cool. When something awkward happens and you pretend everything is completely fine. You act calm and casual, even though inside you are absolutely dying.
Has this ever happened to you? Because it has definitely happened to both of us.
More than once.
Number 2. You're in a quiet place, a library, a meeting, maybe a very serious moment. And your stomach just decides it's time.
Oh, no, no, no.
The loudest rumble you have ever heard in your life. In complete silence.
And everyone heard it.
Everyone heard it. And some of them start to stare at you. And now you have to just sit there, stare straight ahead, pretend it wasn't you.
So embarrassing.
Friends, in this case, I didn't know where to look. You can use this phrase when something happens and you feel so awkward, embarrassed, that you genuinely cannot make eye contact with anyone around you.
I didn't know where to look. Use this anytime a situation becomes so uncomfortable that you just want to disappear. Jacob, has this happened to you?
I am not answering that.
That is a yes. Okay, listen this one. Number 3. You're talking to someone, a colleague, an acquaintance, someone you've met a few times. And they say something, and you laugh. A good laugh. You think it's a joke.
Ooh, and then you realise it wasn't a joke.
Yes. Oh, that is awful. They're just staring at you, dead serious. And you're still smiling.
The smile that won't leave your face, even though you desperately want it to.
And then you have to somehow recover. So you say something like, "Sorry, that came out wrong."
Friends, that came out wrong. This is a brilliant expression for awkward moments. When what you said, or in this case, what you didn't come across the way you intended.
You can also use it when you say something that sounds bad, but you didn't mean it that way. Like, "Oh, sorry, that came out wrong. I didn't mean it like that."
It's the perfect way to fix an awkward moment without making it worse.
That came out wrong.
I have used this expression so many times.
We all have, Jacob. We all have.
Number 4. You're introduced to someone. A friend of a friend. A colleague of a colleague. You chat for a bit. Nice conversation.
And then you see them again, a week later. Same place, same people.
And you have absolutely no idea what their name is.
Gone. Completely gone.
Yeah, and the worst part, they remember yours. I mean, how can they remember my name? Like, "Oh, hey Jacob, how are you?"
So true. And you just smile and say, "Hey, how are you?" with a lot of enthusiasm to compensate.
The extra enthusiasm is the giveaway every time. Because you can't say, "Sorry, what was your name again?" It's been a week. You had a whole conversation.
Friends, this is what we call to laugh it off. When something awkward happens and you just ignore it, laugh, and move on. You pretend everything is fine.
To laugh it off means you use humour or lightness to get through an uncomfortable moment.
Like, "Oh, it was so awkward, but I just laughed it off."
Joy, does this happen to you with names?
Every single week, Jacob. Every single week.
Number 5.
You're in a lift, a small one, with one other person, a stranger.
And neither of you says anything. You both just stare at the doors, waiting.
5 floors of pure silence. And you both pretend to be very interested in the floor numbers. 1, 2, 3.
Friends, this is the perfect moment to use "I pretended not to notice." When something awkward is happening, and the best strategy is just to act like everything is completely normal.
I pretended not to notice the silence. I pretended not to notice the awkward moment. Just eyes forward, brain empty.
Let's repeat this one again. I pretended not to notice.
Jacob, this is your survival strategy for life, isn't it?
It really is, Joy. It really is.
Number 6. You're at a dinner, a party, a gathering, and someone says something, a joke, a comment that lands completely flat.
Total silence. Nobody laughs. Nobody reacts. Just nothing. The silence that eats you alive.
And that person, bless them, tries to explain the joke, which makes it 10 times worse.
Never explain the joke. Never.
Friends, this is what we call an awkward silence, but more specifically, crickets.
Crickets. When there is complete silence after something is said or done. Like the only sound you can hear is crickets in the background.
You can say, "I made a joke and all I got was crickets." Or, "The room went completely silent." Crickets.
Listen to this one. So funny. Number 7. Okay, you meet someone. Could be a new colleague, a friend of a friend, anyone. And the moment comes. The greeting. You go in for a handshake. They go in for a hug.
Oh, the greeting dance.
Or you go in for a hug, they go for a handshake. Or you go for 1 kiss, they go for 2. Or you go for 2, they're already pulling back. And now you're just suspended. Halfway between a hug and a handshake. Neither one thing nor the other.
Just 2 people having a small crisis in public.
Friends, this is what we call "I didn't know what to do with myself." When a situation becomes so awkward that you genuinely lose track of your own body. I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't know where to look. I didn't know what to do with my hands. I just didn't know what to do with myself.
Oh my God, this is so funny and so awkward.
I know. Shall we move on?
Sure, number 8. And this one, in the modern world, is truly terrifying. You're texting someone about someone else. Maybe a little gossip, maybe a complaint, maybe something you would never say to their face.
Ooh, I think I know where this is going. And you send it, but to the wrong person?
Yes, you sent it to the exact person you were talking about.
Friends, this is the expression for this moment. I wanted the ground to swallow me whole. When something is so embarrassing that you genuinely wish you could just disappear on the spot.
I wanted the ground to swallow me whole. Like, please, right now, just open up and take me.
And the worst part, do you delete it? Do you pretend it didn't happen? Do you apologize?
There is no right answer.
There is no right answer. You just have to live with it.
Okay, friends, 8 awkward situations, 8 expressions to describe them, and sometimes to survive them.
We played it cool. We laughed it off. We pretended not to notice. We didn't know where to look.
And sometimes we just wanted the ground to swallow us whole.
We've all been there.
Now it's your turn. Tell us in the comments, what is the most awkward situation that has ever happened to you?
In English, of course.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a like. It genuinely helps us more than you think.
And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? New episodes every week.
See you next time, friends.
Stay safe. Big hug.
Kisses!